we are holding this press conference specifically to bring to the notice of the public in Goa that today, due to the good wish of the government of having promoted a scheme known as DDSSY, the Health Department of Goa, every Goan now can avail, everybody now in Goa can avail of the very best services as far as cardiology is concerned. Cardiology is a very complicated aspect of the human body, and nobody else better than Dr. Dixit would be making honors to the population of Goa. Dr. Dixit has become famous in Belgaum and Bangalore, having conducted more than 25,000 surgeries, not only adults, but also for children, pediatrics. He's probably one of the most experienced cardiovascular surgeons in the country. And we in Victor Hospital and the people in Goa should be happy that such a personality is available today in Goa, and his team will be 24/7 in Goa to provide treatments for all problems related to cardiology, be the most complicated ones. Fortunately, because of the government scheme which has been floated, known as the DDSSY, everybody is entitled to absolutely free treatments. Absolutely. And this press conference we are holding so that you can inform the public. Because there is always a tendency to say, oh, private hospital is expensive. Better to go to other smaller hospitals or whatever. We will provide all the services as per the DDSSY free of cost. Walk in, walk out. That will be our endeavor. Even in some unlikely events that the complications are very high and the bills are going to be very exorbitant as compared to what the government reimburses, even then we will take care of it. But rest assured, we would like to provide the public hassle-free treatments in cardiology in line with the DDSSY. We have a full team headed by Dr. Dixit, who is the cardiovascular surgeon, very, very senior, which is Dr. Shivaram is also a senior cardiac surgeon. Dr. Pandyan is an interventional cardiologist, and we have got probably one of the best critical care departments in the hospital. When I say critical care, means the best of ICUs, CCUs, and CCUs. And these are the people who man those critical care. Equally important they are as the surgeon and the interventional cardiologist, because they take care of after the operation, the treatment. So they look after the ICUs, and they are known as the critical care people. So we have got the best of ICUs. We have got all the equipment with ventilators and all what you want. We have all equipped to give you the best treatment. And finally, we would like to request you to promote us in by way of informing the public that there is no fear of getting into the corporate or a private hospital. It is equally like any government hospital. We provide free. We are supposed to provide free treatment, check in and check out. So that this which is there in the public perception that we are expensive and that should be completely wiped out, that we shall provide free treatments to all. We would invite you also to visit us sometime whenever you would like to, and have a look at the infrastructure and the services that we are providing. Ours in the hospital, although we are providing free, that does not mean we are compromising on anything. It will be the very best as provided to anybody else in the private room or any other facility. So we invite you to have a look at what we are doing have a look at our services that we are providing. And when I say walk in, walk out, you don't have to pay anything. The food, everything will be to that class. You do not have to. The medicines, this will be taken care of by the. And post, we have got a critical care people. And you will get services immediately as you enter the hospital. It's not that you go in midnight and you are kept waiting for the next day until the doctor comes. No, we are 24/7. If there's any problem, you can walk in, and the surgeon or the intervention cardiologist will be there to take care of you. So I request you to please bring this to the public notice. And if you have any questions, Dr. Dixit will be answering them after he gives you a small brief on the problems of cardiology and the problems that they're facing, especially Goa, because of the modern way of living. Cardiology is a very important subject. Thank you very much. Now I will ask Dr. Dixit to say a few words, and you will be free to ask him any questions relating to cardiovascular sciences.
Good morning, everyone. It's very nice to be in Goa again. Goa has always been my second home, and I have been interacting with people of Goa for the last 20 years. There is a small story which I would like to tell you. It is about Mr. Victor Albukar. About 1.5 years ago, he had a heart attack when he was in Portugal, and there he was advised to undergo surgery, bypass surgery. But he insisted that he wanted to get it done in his own hospital in Goa. Though the doctors told him not to travel, yet with the help of few doctors, medical care, he flew from Lisbon to Goa directly to the hospital, and there he underwent heart surgery there. So when we were interacting with him during that time, he said that he wanted to create a center of excellence in cardiology and cardiac surgery in Goa for the people of Goa. And that's how our discussion began. And when we were about to start, then this COVID pandemic came around, and that's why we were not able to do it at that time. Since November, December, then again we restarted our talks, and then it was only in February 1st that we decided to start this department. So from February 1st, we have started this department. Now, we have operated few cases already, but having come here and spoken to the patients, their relatives, the doctors and everything, I understood two things. One is that there is a perception of Victor Hospital which is different than what we are trying to project. People always thought that it is a very expensive hospital. It's a private hospital, it's an expensive hospital. Secondly, even if the scheme patients, DDSSY patients come here, then they would be charged extra. That is what was the perception with the people. Then when I spoke to the management, then they said it is not like that. DDSSY is free. We are still honoring the people with the card holders. They can come and take the treatment free of cost. But since this perception is there, we thought that we should clear this perception immediately. So that is first point. Second point, even those general patients who are not card holders, for them also we have started a subsidized rate of our services, which we will be able to tell you later on. So with these two in mind, the other perception was there that doctors come here, operate, and then they go. So there is no aftercare will be difficult here. That was the perception. In that case, we will have a permanent team here, which will have a senior cardiac surgeon, senior cardiologist, a cardiac anesthetist, a perfusionist, nurses, and 2 very senior intensivists who would be responsible for the aftercare. So with these things, so both the thing, and then today, as Mr. Albukar has said, that we just want to send this message clear that we want to treat these DDSSY card holder patients like any government hospital. They can come in, they can avail the treatment, and they can go off. They need not pay any money into that. So that is first thing. So that is the part of the care program. The second thing is, we would be in future also performing surgeries which are not done routinely in Goa or in other places, like pediatric cardiac surgery, operating on children, minimal access surgeries where we do bypass surgery with a small incision, heart transplantation. So these are the future things where we are planning to do it. So this is the part of heart treatment part. As you all know that these type of diseases like heart disease, cancer, diabetes, hypertension, this is very increasing and it is affecting younger people day by day. So in order to do that, we would be also starting a preventive cardiology program wherein we would be having these health checkups done for anyone who would like to come with a minimum amount of charges, where we will do blood test, blood pressure measurement, weight measurement, then X-ray, ECG, echo, if need stress test or angiography, whatever is necessary, so that we are able to catch them before they have any of those problems. So this is where we are planning to go ahead. And the whole reason for why we are doing this is that, see, the government is trying to help the masses or to the people of Goa in the form of giving them these cards and then taking, subsidizing their charges. So as a private enterprises, we also want to extend our help to the government to see that the people of Goa are benefited by this. So in that endeavor, we have started this program, and as he said that one of the questions that would come is, what happens if the charges go up? As the chairman has said, that even if the charges go up, it will be absorbed by the institute. Their patients will not have to pay it. So that is what is this press conference about. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Sir, I am Vikant Sahai, I report for Herald newspaper. My question is basically to you and CMD, sir. First of all, congratulations and thank you very much for bringing this out to the public, because this is very much required at this time of stress and pandemic, and people need to know where they can get better facility. Will it be possible for Victor Hospital to have a branch in Panjim or North Goa? Or are you planning to do so?
Now, cardiology is such a subject. If anybody has a problem, he has to reach the hospital within the golden hour. That's 1 hour.
Correct.
Where if somebody has a problem in Panji, for example, it's urgent, I would not advise him to come to Margao. He should go to the nearest hospital. And that's either GMC or Margao, who has also. So in the interest of the patient, it is essential when he is in an emergency, he should visit the nearest hospital and reach within the golden hour, that's 1 hour, so that heart attack can be arrested. Am I right, doctor? But when it is a case that is not so emergent, then he should find out where he can get the best of treatment. And well, we do have a clinic in Panjim, and I will take your advice or your suggestion. We will ask some of our doctors to do come here and do their OPDs here. That is certainly that.
Or we may start an ICU also.
Right?
ICU.
ICU. So depending on the load, depending on the requirements, your suggestion is quite good. We will take up that matter also. But as far as we are concerned, we are well established to provide in that South Goa belt, because most of the people can reach our hospital within 1 hour and get saved. That is the prime risk. He gets nebulized or whatever it is, and the treatment can be started. But having a OPD here with Dr. Dikshit, would certainly be a good point that you have taken up. I will take this matter with Dr. Dixit.
Doctor, you said that you are from last 25 years you are in service. What was the picture 25 years back and what is today?
25 years back, the son used to bring his father, say he has got a heart disease. Today the father brings and says, my son has got a heart disease. That has changed.
What could be the reason for increase?
Well, there are, all I can say is it is our way of living, our way of thinking, our food habits, our way of working, stress, all these things have contributed to it. It's a big subject. But to cut it short, I can say is that most of the diseases which today people have, if they follow a different lifestyle, which is now becoming very scientific also, if they follow that, then we can reverse the blocks and the heart disease. Even blood pressure can be controlled, diabetes can be reversed, hypertension can be reversed, blocks can be reversed. It takes little time. And these blocks to occur or this hypertension to happen, diabetes to happen, it takes years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. So body gives you time. If you don't check at that time, then the problem starts. So what is going on for 15 years will not suddenly in 15 days of your lifestyle will not happen. It may take 15 months, 1 or 2 years.
Same thing with cancer patients also are increasing.
Cancer patients are also lifestyle problem now. And that is why looking at the cancer, Mr. Albuquerque will tell you more that we're planning to start a big cancer center in Madagaon.
Sir, what would you suggest? At least few things which should be done to avoid the problem. I mean, to avoid the disease, heart disease.
First of all, most important is tobacco should be avoided. No smoking, no tobacco in any form. Walking, physical exercise, at least 40 to 60 minutes per day, compulsorily. Third thing, today they say is trying to eat less non-vegetarian food. Vegetarian food is supposed to be better. And learning to control stress. These are the important things that are necessary. And this has to become a way of habit, continuously go on. Then only it will work out. It looks simple,
Yes.
but it's very effective.
Is there, sir, have you observed any difference between people living in rural areas and urban areas? Any difference means how?
Earlier it used to be there, but nowadays we find the same pattern of disease even in rural areas. There is nobody is spared. Anybody who has got heart can have a heart disease.
So is it related to environment right now, ecosystem, or just the lifestyle?
Environment is the way you live. You create your own environment. Everybody creates their own environment. And that creation of that environment can lead to all these things. It is it looks very simple, but see, there are only 4 things that enter human body. Solids that you eat, liquids that you drink, air that you breathe, and the thoughts that come in. These are only 4 things that come. And only these 4 things cause problems. Nothing else. There is nothing, no 5th thing that can enter human body. And these are the 4 things. If you control these 4 things, then I don't think anybody will have problems. But problem is we can't control these 4 things. What we eat, what we drink, how we breathe, where we breathe, what we think. All these things, they interact. The body reacts to all these 4 things. And that is why disease occurs. Now, if you look generally, it looks very simple, but it's very difficult to follow.
Is it so that some years back people were not knowing even how one person died? today because of technology and mobile and everything, people knowing this.
Yeah, today we are able to find out. The cause of death earlier used to be different, but nowadays we can make out. You see, cardiovascular disease, cancer, and road traffic accidents. These are the three commonest, first three cause of deaths all over the world.
So am I given to understand that if I'm a DDSY card holder, I come to your hospital, I probably register without a fee also, right? I register or my any relative or so registers or registers a patient. Then that patient is to be taken care of everything in
Yes,
that
sir.
hospital.
Yes, sir. That's
Not
exactly.
a single money has
No.
to be demanded.
So that's what exactly we are trying to say. That DDS card holder, whatever the agreement is there with the government, that will be honored.
Sir, you have completed 17 years of service, and now you have one of the best team for cardiac related diseases. Do you plan to have similar kind of facilities in other kind of diseases?
Right now, I think there is sufficient amount of facilities in Goa, and one should concentrate in improving the quality of the services. There are a number of hospitals, including the government hospital, that provides the services of cardiology. And if we improve on the services, improve on our quality of doctors and the delivery of the healthcare, that I think is more important than opening more branches. Now, as you are aware, cardiology, Department of Cardiology have got two aspects. One is interventional cardiology, and the other is cardiothoracic surgery. I'm a layman, but even I would talk to you in a very simple. Angioplasty is done by an interventional cardiologist. Many people are not aware. Angioplasty are done by an interventional cardiologist who, when he comes to know that there are blocks, he removes those blocks by putting in stents. When the blocks are too many, angioplasties may not work. He takes a decision to migrate that problem to the cardiovascular surgeon, and that's where the Dr. Dixit comes into the picture. And cardiovascular surgery is a very, very important surgery, a major surgery in the realm of the medical field. It takes 6 to 8 hours, and it's a very complicated and delicate. I myself have gone through it, so that I can tell you it's between life and death sometimes. And after having undertaken 25,000 surgery, you know that you are in safe hands. Very, very delicate. I was not trusting the doctors in Europe unless you knew with whom you are putting yourself. So I've said I'm much safer coming back and get myself operated with a person or doctor whom I know and who has the expertise to do that. Maybe they have also got a lot of expertise, but you don't know them, and who's going to operate you. So that's why I returned back here and I had my operation done to Dr. Dixit. So as I was saying, the first aspect, when you have a heart attack, you go rush to the hospital, the interventional cardiologist will take care to see if you have any blocks. He will undertake an angioplasty, and if there are too many blocks, then he transfers it to the cardiac surgeon who does it. In this aspect, I would like to introduce you our interventional cardiologist, Dr. Pandyan, who may, I'm going to request you to say a few words regarding your
Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Thank you, sir. Two best things which I have seen in the healthcare of Goa is, first is the STEMI program, which Goa government runs for the public. Excellent, far excellent. Like, you have a chest pain, you go to the nearest center, they have a STEMI protocol, they thrombolyze the patient to make sure the golden hour is not lost. The other state which is a STEMI program is, as far as I know, is Tamil Nadu. So the STEMI program and the DDSSY card benefit two things. Patient doesn't have to pay anything, and he can be immediately transferred to the nearest cath lab center, which is having a interventional cardiologist and a cath lab facility. Just go inside, see the block, open up the block if it is a single one, or if it is an openable one. Put a stent across and save the life. Golden hour is most crucial. It is definitely saves lives. We are connected to the STEMI program of Government of Goa. So entire South Goa, there is only one cath facility, that is at Victor Hospital. So the time duration is of most important in the heart attack. So I want to tell the entire public of Goa that as STEMI program is being prevalent in the state with the DDSSY beneficiary, no money has to be paid for by that beneficiary. The public of Goa should take maximum utilization of these services. And in the golden hour, if the heart attack has been treated well, the functional recovery of the patient is excellent. It's not about only saving the life, it's also about how you live the life after the heart attack. Delayed presenters, those people who come late to the hospital, they might get away with it, but they might not be able to climb those 2 flights of stairs in their office comfortably. That's all. If a young guy in their 40s or 45s or 35s, they come with a delayed presentation, they are left for the rest of their life with a scarred heart and reduced function. Imagine for the rest 20 years of your lives living not to that efficiency. Your colleagues might be running marathons, but you might not be able to walk. So you are alive but not having that efficiency. And multiple episodes of heart failure admissions. So it is all about time. Time is muscle in cardiology. Earlier the better.
After an angioplasty, after a bypass surgery, there is another aspect also to the treatment is post-care. And post-care is normally done in the ICU and taken care of by critical care doctors. We have two eminent doctors here, Dr. Robert Acosta, who for donkey's years has been heading in Bombay, the ICUs in various hospitals, and Dr. Jevarani also. I'll ask one of them to, or Dr. Robert, one of you can say a few words.
Good morning. 30 years in the field of critical care. It's the same whether you are in Bombay or in Goa. You need certain expertise and a team to look after all the complex cases that come to a tertiary care hospital, especially cases post-surgery and post-infarct, as doctors have been telling you. We have built up this team. We're still in the process of improving it further, but as it stands now, we are strong enough to support whichever type of cases come to the hospital. So we'd like to tell everyone in Goa that we are confident of looking after them, even post-surgically or post-medical treatment of their ischemic heart disease, and we are there for you. So just remember that this is a complex illness, but we have the full gamut of expertise to look after them. And of course, sorry, I forgot to tell you one more thing, is that because I look after it from now recently, is the emergency services that we have. The emergency services, as you know, is the first point of contact between the patients coming into the hospital and the hospital itself. So this particular area we have beefed up. We are putting up a brand new emergency care center where we have trained doctors to attend to them in the initial period, because that is very important to recognize which patients need to go straight to the ICU, which patients need to go straight to the cath lab. So we have that area in place now, and we have the team of doctors in place. So they will first be seen there. Either they get transferred to the ICU if they need medical care, or they get transferred to the cath lab for a primary angioplasty, which Dr. Vinega is always there to do, and then transferred back to the ICU for the care. Thank you. Sorry, you were asking something.
Our ex-CM was having dream that of making Goa medical destination.
Tourism, medical tourism.
Yeah. Are we equipped for that?
Yeah, we are Goa is connected very well with nationally and internationally. So most of them will have the same heart problems, whichever is there. So once you are able to treat the entire spectrum of heart disease, so wherever they come from, it's good. I think more than external tourism, internal tourism is the need of the hour, because there are a lot of places in and around which still do not have facilities. So we should be able to concentrate on that. But we should be able to take care of them.
So, Dr. Dikshit, when you were in KLE or other parts of Bangalore, how many Goan used to go there for treatment to you? And now that you are here, what is your expectation that they will also come from here,
Now,
Karnataka?
first thing, I don't intend that Goan should get heart disease.
Yeah.
You understand? Just to,
Yeah.
because I have come here, I don't want to
No, that's-
unnecessarily.
I'm not hinting at that also.
That is first thing.
Yeah.
Second thing, those who have got problems. See, on an average, when I was in Belgaum, we used to operate about 15-20 cases, Goan patients. So I have done about 5,000 to 6,000 surgeries on Goan patients. In Bangalore also, we used to have a little lesser number, 10 per month or so. But the thing is, anybody who has this hospital is for everyone. The card holders are mainly Goan people. So we do not expect that there's going to be a big thing. But our only intention is anybody who needs it, we are there to help them. This is the message we want to send.
So my question was different. My question was, I did not explain to you properly. You know, I'm told that, you know, shellfish, it causes a lot of cholesterol there. So Goans love shellfish, whether it is. So do you think that could be one of the reasons why Goa has a high rate of cardiovascular diseases?
See, one of the things which we have been told and we have experienced is if you eat too much of cholesterol, dietary cholesterol, which you say, that only affects 10% of your cholesterol level. 90% of the cholesterol is manufactured in the body itself.
Okay.
Depending on what type of food you eat, how much you exercise, what type of problems you have, if you have diabetes, you have other problems. So it is not only if you do this, this happens. It's nothing like that. Only because you are eating shellfish, your cholesterol is going to. Those who don't eat shellfish also, their cholesterol also go up. So it is nothing like it. It may contribute. I'm not saying no. It may contribute, but that would not be the sole cause for that.
Besides Dr. DeCosta, we have Dr. Jivarani also, who is looks after the ICU, looks after the patients. Probably he would be able to enlighten you because he comes across a lot of Goan patients. He has been here for many, many years in Goa. So he's well aware of this. Dr. Jivarani.
So good morning, everybody. So the intensive care unit at Victor Hospital is quite a large unit with almost 30 beds, and it not only treats patients with cardiology problems and cardiovascular problems, but it also treats other critical ill patients from the department of neurology, neurosurgery, patients who have kidney problems, patients who have respiratory problems. Recently, during the COVID pandemic, we treated almost more than 400 COVID patients in our hospital where they required critical care. So, of course, and this is not a one-man show, it is the whole team effort. So we have 24/7 qualified intensivists, trained nurses, and as Dr. DeCosta said, that our everyday aim is to keep improving the ICU care and ICU services at hospital. So that is what we want to tell the people of Goa.
Yes, again. Varun? In order that you experience our services, we have introduced in your kit an envelope where you will have an invitation to have a cardiac check at any time when you require. Not only for you, any of your relations or friends can give and experience a cardiac checkup at our hospital.